Hi guys, this is Carrie. Welcome to A Crone's Life. So today we're going to talk about April, wrapping up the month. And I think the only thing I can bring myself to talk about is my trip to New Zealand. So buckle in, I guess. Lots of New Zealand talk. We didn't leave until the 10th of April, so there really was officially other things going on besides that. It was a whole bunch of build up to it. Before I start moving everything out of the way, we have and trigger warning, I guess, if you don't like snakes. We have a snake that lives in our garden, and the first thing I noticed when we came back is that he left us a skin, and I'm so excited. I'm going to really gently peel this off of the leaves and try to save it somehow. But he is kind of a big snake. I think right now he might be, 5.5 feet? We've always had a snake living in our garden, and I'm pretty sure it's not been the same snake the whole time because they look a little bit different. One of them had a tail that's been nibbled on by something, and this one doesn't seem to have that. So I think, yeah, they've generationally moved around. So let's see, what am I working on right now? Talking about going to New Zealand. So my cards were really worried about going to New Zealand, and I wasn't really sure why they would be so upset. You know, I asked my cards if they wanted to go, and like all of my decks, and I didn't do my indie decks, just to let you know, I was trying to take mass market decks with me, just in case something happened I could easily replace the decks. I was prepared for the worst, right? So all my decks were really freaking out, like, I don't want to go, I don't want to go. The Ancient Stones Oracle was the only one that was enthusiastic from the get-go, so it definitely went. But the only issues we had, there's two things. The only issues we had was on the way out, the plane ride we were catching to go to New Zealand. There was a woman who was getting really, really fussy, and I thought for sure she was going to cause trouble that would make, like, the police come and have her arrested. She was so anxious. And there were some really nice older ladies. I believe they were Japanese, and there were problems with their visa. So the plane really was delayed quite a bit on the way out. It was more delayed coming back, but we actually landed sooner because the pilot just zipped through. And I'm sorry about my nails. I fixed them and they were looking really pretty, and then today I had the baby, and yeah, I got all messy. So I'm jumping around different topics. You know how it is. So the plane ride out, I didn't really sleep that well, but we did great. It's like they put us to sleep and they woke us up. It was just the right amount of sleep so that when we got there, we really weren't too jet lagged. All we had to do was take a short nap, you know, refresh and like shower and of course brush your teeth and everything like that. Make it feel like a new day, even though it was the same day. No, we skipped a day. So we left on a Friday and we got there on a Sunday because of the times. The dateline, what is it called? The international dateline. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I'm rambling. Can you tell? I'm just still hyped up about everything. So New Zealand was great. I'll probably be putting pictures up of everything while I'm talking. But let's see, the first things first. I got sick on the plane. And I think I had COVID because for 3 days, I couldn't taste or smell anything. And that's really, really mild. I know people who've lost their smell and their taste for like ages, months, and I'm really fortunate. I don't know that it was COVID because, like I said, I just felt bad, and and then my taste and smell went away. So so feeling bad didn't just scream COVID, but the taste and the smell kind of bothered me, made me think, yep, that could be COVID. So we did a lot of fun things, but it was a little less fun for me because I couldn't taste anything. So we did like a whiskey tasting with an Iranian friend of my son's. He's Iranian, but he was raised in Belgium, and he has like really eclectic taste when it comes to whiskeys. So he brought over several different countries' whiskeys, and we had a little tasting, and I couldn't taste a thing. I felt the burn of the alcohol, but I didn't taste a thing. I was really sad about that. I did some artwork for his wife. They went on a walk and they found this ovomorph. It's a mushroom. Looks totally alien, weird as heck. But somebody was saying, if you just mix this with a xenomorph, you would have something really cool. So I did a painting of a xenomorph mixed with an ovomorph mushroom, and it turned out pretty good. I need to do another one because I told my son that I would give it to him because he was kind enough to give it to her after I did it. So there was that one, and let's see, they're cats. They have Luna and they have Little Man, and it took Little Man probably a day to warm up to us, but then he was just like, we're best buds. Luna, she is a sweetheart. She warmed up to Steve right away. She tolerated me fine. Yep. And then we drove to Dunedin to see Helen and Murray, which is Lucy's mom and dad, and we had a great time. On the way back, we stopped in Queenstown, and we stopped in Tekapo. I'm going to say everything wrong, but I do remember how they told me to say it. So we did some different curry tasting in Queenstown, and we did stargazing. We did an official stargazing tour in Tekapo, and that was amazing. The whole trip was amazing, but I really enjoyed the stargazing because that's my jam. So we went to a little church that is the most photographed church in New Zealand, but somebody said in the world, and I think that's an exaggeration because the Sistine Chapel, seriously. Anyway, but this little church is unassuming. You would never guess like why in the world it would be so photographed, but I really think it's the landscape around it. It's just a beautiful scene. So I'm going to throw some of those pictures out there for you to see. I'm trying to rush through this because I just don't want to I don't want to bore you guys, but I did get some souvenirs, and some of these are for me and some of them are for Elena. So Elena, I've given her some of her souvenirs already, so you're not going to be able to see everything, and believe me, you don't really want to. But this is something that she and I are sharing. We went to a thrift store and we found this set of beads. I swear to you, they are so soft, like finger sanded, like somebody used this as prayer beads or something. I know the tinky 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 noise is probably going to make you crazy. Okay, so each area has 2 beads in it, and I didn't count how many areas it is, but these things have been so used and worn, I couldn't help it. I needed them. They've been loved in the past. I can feel it. So I got these beads, and this was at a shop called the Crow's Nest, I believe. Yeah. I got a handmade bag there. That was practically free because the bags were like buy 5 for $2 or something, I don't know. But it looks really boring on the outside, but it's lined with it's lined with silk. It's beautiful. So I got the beads, and I got this pipe. There's a little crocodile. It looks Mayan to me, but I promise, I really think it's Maori. But my Maori friends don't recognize it, so it definitely handmade. It's probably a personal item. And then I got 3 spoons, but Elena chose one, so she's using it for like her tea and stuff. This one has a kiwi at the top, and the one that Elena chose has New Zealand on the eaty part, the spoon. But all of this is the mother of pearl that they have on the coasts of New Zealand. I forget what they call the shell. It's like abalone, but it's got a different name because the colors are really vibrant. You can get all kinds of abalone, but this one is colored a particular way. So I got a few spoons, I got the pipe, and the beads. That was my haul for that little joint. I really love secondhand shops. They're so fun. Anyway, they had a thrift store, kind of like our Salvation Army thrift stores, but it raised money for the animal shelter instead of, you know, what the Salvation Army does. I got these 2 books, The 4 Fat Frogs Fainting Flies. This one is for Elena, and I've read it to her. I think she likes it. And then the Little Book of Tea is for me. I don't know why I wanted it, but it looks fun. I mean, you know. So I got those 2 at that store, and we got some silver goblets, little tiny little silver goblets, so we play with those too. Later on, when we were in Dunedin, we went to the Museum of Heritage there, the Maori Heritage, and I got this, and it plays for Elise. So I like this for Elena because I don't have to worry about batteries. It gives her a little bit of an opportunity to be dexterous with her fine motor skills, and obviously it's just cool. It's just cool. So that was that one. We did Hobbiton and we did Weta, so those pictures should be there. I've got my little brochures from Hobbiton sitting right here. Don't have any of the brochures from Weta, but we had such a good time. I mean, that's where you trek when you go to Hobbiton. And we had lunch, and it was amazing. Also, when we were in Dunedin, we went to a bookstore, and I picked up these books. So this is a photography book of New Zealand, and I just thought somebody else takes better pictures than me, so I really wanted some really nice pictures of New Zealand, so I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, all the struggles that people have taking pictures. So this is my little coffee table book. And then we got the Gruffalo for Elena, and she and I have watched the cartoon, but we've not seen the book, so it was really exciting. And this is in the author's actual handwriting, so that also is very exciting. I got this for myself because I'm all about fun lizards and reptiles. They don't have snakes in New Zealand. Yeah, not much to say about that other than wow. I gave Shelby, my daughter, several bug books and a book of trees. I don't know why I gave her the trees. Oh well. Anyway, I did. I gave her the trees and this one. So, what am I forgetting? I can't think of anything. I still have the raspy throat. I don't know what to do about that, and I apologize because I know it has to be annoying to you guys. Yeah, oh, I painted a gnome. So my son and daughter-in-law collect garden gnomes. They're the cutest things. They look a little bit scary, like they're they got crazy looks on their faces. And there's one garden gnome that I think the kids in the neighborhood have asked Keenan to maybe do something about it. And I'll show you the before pictures and the after pictures, but right up to the last minute, like they were telling me, put down your paintbrush, we have to go to the airport to catch your flight. The last minute, I was trying to paint this garden gnome. So that was a project. It was a lot of fun. I wish I'd started on it sooner. Obviously, I would have done a better job. So the garden gnome, that was a highlight. Actually, that was really good. And he went to get us pizza. Oh, maybe I have a picture of the pizza box, but that was really good. You get vegan cheese, and that's good for me because I don't tolerate lactose very well. And keeping the sauces from having too much grease is better for me because my gallbladder hates me right now. Right. So the garden gnome, that was kind of the last thing that I did. They have a Kmart in New Zealand, and it's a lot like our Walmart. So I bought myself a pair of pants, and I don't really know why I needed these pants. I think because all of my pants were kind of lightweight, and it was chillier than I expected it to be. So these pants were maybe thick like yoga pants or something, a little bit thicker than thin yoga. Anyway, they're thick yoga pants. And I swear to you, I wore those so much, like almost every day. And they only cost American dollars, like $5. I was so impressed. I was happy with that purchase. I always feel like I've gone game hunting, like I got a trophy. Look, it's my trophy pants. I only paid $5. Oh, hilarious. Yeah, I had a great time. I only skipped like 2 days doing my tarot cards. And this is something that I did want to talk about because when I first started like committing to doing an everyday tarot read, it was a struggle to do it every single day. But I didn't travel much starting out with the commitment. Like I can't remember how long ago it was, like 2 years ago, I think, is when I started to just say every single day I'm going to do a tarot spread and I'm going to write in my journal. Now, sometimes I write a lot because, you know, I can just sit there and ruminate about what the spread means and each card position and so on and so forth. But over the holiday, over the travel, I did not write as much in my journal, but I did do a spread every day. And there was a couple of days where I had to make up the day before. So, you know, some days I did 2. But I think it was really only twice that I did that. And then when I got back into the country and I started, you know, getting back in my routine, I actually skipped a day. I actually skipped 2 days. I'm telling on myself. So the day we got back, I didn't do one. The next day I didn't. And then the third day, I did the other 2 days. I did 3 tarot spreads on one day. Yeah, that was a pain. That was a problem for me. But I did them all. I filled in all my days, and I've stayed up to date. I've stayed committed to my spread a day. What has been working for me is right now I like to on the fly come up with a tarot spread from maybe Pinterest or a book that's laying around in my house. But I used to pre-plan. I used to have my tarot spreads laid out for every day in my journal, and I stopped doing that. I think I like this on the fly better because then I don't get kind of dumb tarot spreads that don't apply to the period of time or the things going on with me. And that's a no-brainer. I mean, anybody would say, well, gosh, what took you so long to figure that out? Well, nothing. It's just that, I have to try things and I have to do things a certain way, and then I change my mind and I do it differently the next go round. So that's how I roll. But let's see, the drawing. I've been drawing in spurts. I decided because my journal doesn't really have room for drawings that what I'm going to do, or what I've been doing, is small sheets of paper, and I will attach them inside my journal if I want to, or I'll keep them separate. I'll keep them separate if I want to. But, sorry. But I've only been drawing. I have not finished these up with paint, which will make them, it's going to make them super cool. Like, I'm excited. I got things for people that I know and like, and I've got things for me. I'm trying to draw hands more, but anyway, yeah, I've got something for every day, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So this is where I am with my art, but as you can see, it's not great right now. Like, I really do need to finish these up. I just got caught up in like drawing the thing. I had fun drawing, so I didn't spend the extra time to put color to it. That's all. No biggie. I'll do that later. I would like to make sure that I get in a better habit of doing that every day instead of in spurts, though, because that's the whole point, is to discipline myself and make sure that that I am practicing every single day, because I can't keep it if I don't use it. Oh, let's see. I got back in town, and Elena missed us so much she had to stay the night with us. The first night she came over to visit, she was just not going home with her parents, so we kept her that night, and boy, that was a crazy night. She slept for like 6 hours. Old people don't handle lack of sleep very well. Not these old people. But she was just so excited for us to be back, so that made me feel very, very good. I'm so lucky that I have so much love around me all the time. I feel like I've got a charmed life. I really do. I have such a really wonderful set of people that are hanging out with me and who care about me. So I'm grateful. I couldn't be more grateful. Well, I could be more grateful, but I don't know what I would do to show it. I'm trying. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully I threw a bunch of pictures in here so you could see everything that we did. Lucy does not want me to show her picture on my channel, and Shelby doesn't want me to show Elena's picture on my channel. So if I have to blur things out, or I don't know, or if I just don't show people, then forgive me. It's not my choice, but I do respect my family and I want them to be happy with me. So that's that. Well, damn it. I forgot to show you my crochet. Look, so I made this sweater. Now maybe I'll show it to you on my mannequin. Maggie, my mannequin. I might show it to you on my mannequin. But I put this together for Lucy because she has pink and purple hair. I put the pink close to the top so you could see the purple and the pink together next to her hair. And I don't like it. Like, I don't like it being this dramatic a difference in color. But she loved it. She just wanted the sleeves to be longer, so I brought it back so that I could put longer sleeves on it. But we'll see. I don't know. It's a long sweater. It goes down to your upper thigh, and it's obviously ombre. This pattern is called Crow's Foot Lattice. And I got the pattern from Bag O Day Crystal at Bag O Day Crochet here on YouTube. So I really enjoy this pattern. I enjoy this stitch a lot. I will probably make other things using this stitch. It looks really nice. It's not quite as lacy as a lot of things that I make, but it's lovely. And I also forgot to show you my yarn. So we went to a place where they do their own carding. They take raw wool, and they're called robes. Is that right? No. What are they called? Well, on a buffalo, that's a robe. On a sheep and an alpaca, maybe it's a robe. Anyway, they shear the sheep. They have raw wool. This particular person, she has a machine that cards the wool, gets all the gunk out of it, and then she physically spins it by hand. So this is hand spun. Look at how gorgeous this is. Hand spun Cordell sheep wool. And I have two colors. So the lighter and the darker, and I love them so much. I can't wait to make something out of them. But this is raw virgin wool, so whatever I make cannot be washed, agitated, or heated, because it will felt, unless I want it to felt, and then I would do it on purpose. But that was that. And I got 4 of those, 2 of the lighter color and 2 of the darker color. Also picked up some paint brushes from a Japanese dollar store. I haven't used this one yet, so it's still really hard. The handles are gross. They're just plastic. They're horrible, but the brushes are really good. I couldn't believe it. It was like, this is really terrible, but it's not really terrible. It's really good. I thought this one was the one I used. Maybe it is. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So I used one of these, and I adore it. I know that the handle's plastic and stupid, but the brush is just so soft and awesome. So, wanted to tell you about the Japanese dollar store. I picked up that many. I think that was all. No, there was one more, but I can't find it. It's okay. And just checking my art supply kit to see if I dropped anything in here, but I don't think I did. I think this is all. It's all the stuff I brought from home, so. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I just wanted to show you the sweater that I made while I was traveling. My original idea was not to have these two colors butt up against each other. I was hoping to put the purple closer to, like if you'd flip this up to here, that lighter purple would match that lighter purple. But my daughter-in-law Lucy really liked the pink up top, so I was making it for her anyway, and I did this. I brought it back home because the sleeves are not long enough for her. They're 3/4 length sleeves, and she would like to have full length sleeves. So I'm still working on it, but I wanted to show it to you so that you could see what takes up my time, I guess. What takes up my time. It's a lot of crochet. So, very fun pattern. I enjoyed this stitch a lot. I will continue to use this on other garments because it's fun. Okay, so that's that, like I said, and I guess I will talk to you guys later. Have a great week. Bye.